Hello viewers, this is my video on the experience I've got while playing this game, so if you are interested, stay tuned. If not, oh well, find something else to watch. This game, I don't know, it's a pretty fun game to play, but you know, the money system really pisses me off, and you know, the last thing which I didn't even know up until recently, which pissed me off a lot, was the fact that you can actually buy training points. I can understand when you buy weapons and like clothing and stuff, but when you buy training points, that is absolutely unfair. Because while the rest of us can actually play the game in order to level up and have to wait a very long time to get experience, some dudes just give credits and receive training points. That is completely unfair. I don't know. It's really starting to piss me off. It's a great game, but I'm sorry. Maybe that's just me. I don't feel like paying money to play a game. I don't feel like investing money just to be able to buy stupid things. This game shouldn't be based on money so much. You know, you should be able to buy weapons, you know, with money. Now, obviously, they don't call them money. They say credits, but the thing is, you have to actually buy credits with real money. You should be able to buy weapons, armor, you know, pieces of clothing, boosters. I don't know, I think they're unfair, but I guess you can also buy them. But buying training points, that is absolutely... No, I can't accept that. It's so unfair that so many things you could just buy in this game. It's just... I don't know. I just don't see how fair exactly that is. It's just bullcrap. You know, for the rest of us, they give that stupid daily draw, but you never really, almost never hit on anything that lasts forever. They always give you like shit that lasts a day or 2 days or 3 days. Who gives a shit? Even if I have that thing that lasts like 1 or 2 days, it always gives you like that you know, that mask with the smiley face and, you know, junk like that. They don't give you anything useful. It's very rare to actually on the daily draw itself be able to win an item that lasts forever. I've been playing it a lot, and so far only one time my dad actually drew the cards. It was kind of funny, and I can't remember. Oh yeah, it was the tank helmet that I won. I was lucky enough to last forever, but most of the time, I don't know, whatever card you choose, you always get like something that lasts 1 day or 2 days. In fact, I think out of 6 cards, only 2 contain something that lasts forever. All of the other cards are just items that last for a certain amount of time. It doesn't matter if it lasts like a week, or 1 or 2 days, or 24 hours. You know, if it's a timed item, it's nothing. It's just nothing. It's just a tease to show you how good the item could be if you eventually buy it. But it's fucking pissing me off. Why does this game why does it have to do with money? I don't understand this. Why can't you just split the two things apart? I would much rather this game be like Battlefield 2, which I'm gonna buy, by the way. And as soon as I buy Battlefield 2, I'm completely forgetting about this game, because it's fucking unfair having to buy shit. And you know, dudes that actually buy things in this game have better weapons, better equipment. They can, now I've discovered that they can even buy training points. They have boosters. They have such a big advantage over you. It's fucking unfair, and it's so fucking unfair. Why can't you make it like a normal game? Just pay the money, buy the game once, and that's it. Not like continually force you to buy shit that you don't need, and then you go to another level, and then you buy another thing, and then you pay more money, and then you buy new shit. And you know, it just continues. And as far as I know, there's no trading allowed between players, so that makes it even worse. Once you buy something, you use it, and that's it. I don't believe that you could actually send it to someone. I could be wrong, but I don't think it's possible. Another thing that really disappointed me about the game is the unfriendliness in some servers. Now, I don't know. I guess it's kind of random. Sometimes, you know, when you join into a team, you know, teammates work together. They help each other out. You know, it's all pretty well. It's a pretty good team. You know, they support. But other times when you join a team, people will do the most annoying and how should I explain this? Sometimes your teammates just act like douchebags. One time, you know, you're gonna be running to get the attack helicopter because, you know, it's a lot of fun to kill people in an attack helicopter. And the dude, he was one of my teammates, actually pushed me with this little jeep, and it knocked me somewhere far away. It was pretty annoying. It's not that much about the attack helicopter. It's about what he did. Is it that much of a big deal getting the fucking attack helicopter? You know, it's pissing me off when people start doing that. Other times, I think it was an Omen, when you play on the carrier. Now, the anti-aircraft missile system, usually it cannot kill you. However, sometimes it has a glitch that if you actually shoot towards a teammate, there's a certain chance that it's gonna send him flying away somewhere. And many times you can die simply because you're being knocked out from the carrier into the water, and then you drown. Or you don't drown, but if you don't drown, you have to swim for like, I don't know, a lot of time until you are able to find the ship and climb up again. Another thing which also the developers forgot, teammates can actually find a way to kill you even if friendly fire is disabled. I've had a case where the same missile system was used to kill me. I was standing next to a damaged helicopter, and you know that I was just about to run away, and one of my teammates fired the Eagle anti-aircraft system at the helicopter, resulting in the explosion of the helicopter, which ultimately killed me because I was trying to run away from it, but I just didn't have the time to do it. And so yeah, teammates can also find ways to kill you even if friendly fire is disabled. They don't get punished for it, which is, well, I guess the game itself is difficult to discover that what they did is on purpose, but they don't get punished for it. Sometimes it can get very annoying. Sometimes the teammates, you know, just act like douchebags. You're just sitting there, give me ammo, I need ammo, I need ammo. Nothing. As if you're saying absolutely, as if you're not talking to them. Or, I need a medic. How many times have I been saying I need a medic and nobody cares? You know, it's as if I'm not saying anything. You know, sometimes they can be very, very unfriendly, and it's very annoying. You know, sitting there without, for example, there's a damaged tank, and I have an RPG, but I've used all my ammo. And because my douchebag of a teammate doesn't give me ammo, what the fuck am I supposed to do? I die. I have no other choice but to die because, you know, I simply need ammo. Even if you have maximum, rockets for the RPG, you still will run out sooner or later, and you need to have good teammates. And it's very annoying when your teammates decide to act like douchebags and simply not help you out. Other times I had cases where on a map, I think it was Dragon Valley, I was sitting right there, I was requesting a pickup. 2 jeeps of my teammates walked right through me, and I'm requesting pickup over and over again, requesting a pickup, requesting nothing. You know, they passed me by as if I was a fucking rock. What is it gonna cost them to like stop for 2 fucking seconds and allow me to get in so I can get faster to the waypoint? You know, I'm gonna help them out ultimately because they're gonna have more support. It costs them nothing but to stop for like 1 second. But no, they just drive on and nothing. And a few seconds later, the enemy comes along in a jeep and runs me over, which is, I guess, is pretty obviously that's what he's gonna want to do. But it was very, you know, annoying. My teammates just been through the same. How should I explain this? For fuck's sake, it's very annoying. My teammates were there like a few seconds before I got run over. Two of my teammates' jeeps passed right through me, and they just refused to pick me up. And what was it really that difficult to fucking pick me up? You know, you just stop the jeep for 2 seconds. Obviously, I requested getting picked up multiple times, but none of these. It's not that any of these douchebags gave a shit. They only just ran right straight through. And even if I did climb upon got inside the vehicle, I would have helped ultimately because they were heading towards the one of the waypoints. And you know, if you have more guys on a waypoint, it's better. You know, what would have happened if they were just stopping for a few seconds and let me come right on the jeep? It would have been much better for me and for them. But trying to explain that to these fucking retards, you know, they ran right past, directly through me. I requested pickups multiple times, and they didn't give a shit at all. They just didn't stop. They just completely bypassed me as if I was a rock or something. It's very annoying getting killed, knowing that you could have been in another place, and it's very annoying getting killed knowing that you could have been avoided. But this game, sometimes the teammates act like complete douchebags. I also got run over because I was in an open space. There was nowhere that you can, you know, stand behind something and not be run over. I could have tried to run away, but you know, it's very difficult to avoid getting run over when you're on a big open space where there's nothing. I think it was on Dragon Valley, and yeah, it's one of those things. Another thing which I wanted to talk about, which had really got me pissed off about the game, was the missile system. It tends to be a little broken. I mean, how should I explain this? It's not just the RPG and the anti-aircraft and the TOW, it's every missile that you fire in this game. It seems to do something very bizarre sometimes. Sometimes when you fire missiles, they seem to have a mind of their own. When you, for example, I had a case when I was firing with an anti-aircraft missiles at a fighter that was going by. The missile went directly towards him, and then in the last moment it decided to go in the other direction. You know, do you understand? It was flying right. It was aimed directly at the plane. It was going at the plane, and in the last minute, it just zoomed out somewhere. It just flew in the other direction unexpectedly, you know. And I was like, "What the fuck?" I'm, you know, sitting there. There was nothing between me and the plane. It's not like if there's an object or something that stands there. You know, you could explain why the missile would do that. It was standing in the middle of the open air. There was nothing between me and the plane. And for some reason, it just randomly went in another direction in the last moment. And if it didn't do that, I would have a kill. So yeah, sometimes missiles have start doing weird things. So it's kind of annoying sometimes. But they're usually stable. They're usually predictable. But sometimes they just start flying randomly, and it can get really annoying. It's not like bullets where bullets fire directly straight and there's nothing that they can do beyond that. They just fly straight. Missiles usually do the job, but sometimes they just start acting bizarre. And of course, there's always, when you're playing on full maps, there's always dudes that are just gonna sit there and wait for the plane to spawn in, for the attack helicopter to spawn in. So if you're looking to fly, you always gotta try looking for maps that have less players on them, because then at least you're gonna have a chance to fly them. But then the problem becomes that on maps where there are no players, you can't actually make any kills. If you're playing on a map of like 5 and 6 guys, you can barely find them on the map. you know, it's very annoying. So the best thing to do is somehow start on a map that's full of people and somehow manage to get the attack flying helicopters and jets before they do. And it can prove to be impossible because everybody is waiting for a jet to spawn and steal it. You know, it's very you can get very pissed off sometimes with that. But you know, that's just how it is. It's really bizarre too because another thing which I didn't like much about the game is jets and helicopters have actually in the skills, in the training points, I forgot the name, excuse me. And the training points, you can actually, there are many upgrades for that eventually level 1 upgrades, then becomes level 2 upgrades, level 3 upgrades. There's many things that you can eventually do with jets and attack helicopters, but there's only one single upgrade for the tank, excuse me, and for the APC. And I don't understand why that is. I understand from what I saw in the early beta version, you could actually, there used to be 2 upgrades. One for the coaxial machine gun of the tanks, and then increased armor plating. Well, the second upgrade no longer exists. I believe there was also an increased armor on the APC, which also was removed. So it's kind of annoying why, if you decide to play with a tank or with an APC, there's only one single training skill that you can do, and that is for the tank is the coaxial machine gun, and for the APC is the decreased reload time and the TOW missile. Well, it's not actually the first time you do it. It actually enables you to use the TOW missile. The second 2 times it starts decreasing the reload time, but why not get a little bit more skills? I mean, is there only one single duel that those machines can do? Why not put something else? You know, attack helicopters and jets easily have up to 3 and more skills that they can gradually over time develop, but tanks and APCs only have 1. I think there should be more skills for the APC and for the tanks. Put something else in, something new that also requires a lot of training and stuff, instead of, you know, just putting only one thing. Or it's weird because in the beginning there used to be 2 things that you can do: the increased armor plus the TOW system. Now there's only 1. It's very annoying, as if all high-level players are gonna fly either planes or attack helicopters, and I think that there could be simply more newer abilities be given to tanks and APCs. For example, I remember in Battlefield 2 there was a certain APC that was actually anti-aircraft. I think that there's no such thing as Battlefield 2. Excuse me, in Battlefield Play4Free. Here, there's only the standard APC, anti-infantry, and it's not like Battlefield 2 where the TOW system works specifically for shooting down aircrafts and helicopters. Here, it's actually kind of difficult to hit something with the TOW because it doesn't trace them like it does in Battlefield 2. So yeah, the game has its problems. It's a great game. I enjoy it a lot. I still enjoy it a lot, even though I realize that there are players that have like bought everything with money. It's fucking pissing me off how they can buy skill points and weapons and armor and even boosters and I don't know what else. And I realize that gives them a huge advantage, and it's fucking pissing me off. But what can I do? I just don't feel like paying money continuously for a fucking game. You know, I understand buying a game once. I would gladly give money for that, but not continuously sucking money out of me for different reasons. Oh, now you got a weapon? Now buy some cool armor. Now buy some skill points. Now buy some. It's fucking pissing me off. You know, you're not supposed to milk in gamers like that. Like every single thing you fucking sell, you want credits for, and then when the credits exhaust and you get to a higher level, then you have to buy new shit. It's fucking bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. You know, it's simply not fair, because players that have bought weapons have a huge, absolutely enormous advantage over players that can't afford to buy anything like me. And even if I could afford it, I wouldn't, because even if I buy an item now, first of all, I can't trade it because the game doesn't fucking allow you to. So, you know, I'm stuck with it. I buy it, and then it's money that you waste, and it's not possible for you to get back anything from them. You buy the item, you use it, and then I don't know what happened. It just stays there. Maybe you can destroy it. I don't even know. But I certainly know for a fact that you cannot trade it like in other games. So, and then eventually, when you get to a higher level, you're gonna need a better item. And what do you do then? Then you invest even more money. You know, it's like throwing away money. It's fucking bullshit. I'd much rather do the classic thing like Battlefield 2, buy the official game, you know, pay whatever money is necessary, and then get everything else free. That's how it's supposed to be. Not like fucking World of Warcraft, where you're supposed to continuously throw in, give me more money, give me more money. It's fucking bullshit. It's a fucking scam, that's what it is. It's a fucking scam. You know, it's a shame too, because the game is otherwise pretty well. It's not perfect, but it has its flaws. For example, the knife fighting system. I've had a case where, I think it was yesterday, a guy knifed me, and he was staying like 4 feet away from me, and I was like, what the fuck, does that little dagger has such a long reach? What did I say, dagger? Knife. Dagger sounds kind of middle-agey. And I was like, can that small knife really reach me like 4 feet away? But, you know, that's one of the... I guess it's not that much of a big issue. You should be able to knife people only when you're standing right next to them, and not in other cases, because otherwise it becomes kind of like a ranged weapon. And I never got how people who get knifed die instantly in games too. But it's not just this game, it's all games. Well, not all games. Some games you can actually get hit 1 or 2 times before you die, but most modern, the new age games like Call of Duty Modern Warfare and this, you know, you get knifed and you die instantly. I know for a fact that in real life, even if you do get killed with a knife or something, you know, it actually takes a while for you to die. You don't just, you know, instant death like a bullet to the head. You know, that's very different. But, I don't know, it's a game, you can't expect too much realism from a game. Even though this one is kind of realistic in my opinion, it's pretty... There are a few things that are off the hook, but it's, otherwise, it's good. Another thing which I really, really hate about the game is the fact that the maps aren't small, but there's like, how you call this? A map limit. An area in which, when you cross over, you have 6 weapons to... Why did I say weapons? You have 6 seconds to go back, otherwise you instantly get killed. Why can't you take a little bit of damage and then make me die, so I can at least have a chance to go back, like it was in Battlefield 2. In Battlefield 2, when you leave through the area, you leave the map limit. First of all, there's a warning and there's like more seconds. Second of all, you start taking a little bit of damage, and then you eventually die if you don't go back. Because the thing about it, in Battlefield Play4Free, it's very difficult not to exit the map accidentally. I've had so many cases that I got killed because crossing the map, just like you can see here. Because it's very difficult. There's no indication. You know, you're just playing through the game for the server. There's no indication that you're crossing the map. And if you're flying, for example, with a jet, and you're moving very fast, it takes a lot of time to be able to, you know, turn 180 degrees and go back inside the map, rather than stay on the map limit, because it's just difficult to do. You have to turn slowly the jet, and it just takes a while to do it. 6 seconds is not enough. Where are still weapons? 6 seconds is not enough to do that. It's just not enough. The maps are, they are actually relatively small, so I've died even with APCs and other vehicles accidentally leaving the map. So how much of a chance do I get if I straight leave with a jet or with an attack helicopter? You know, it becomes almost impossible. And a lot of the times, you will die simply because you've accidentally crossed the border of the map without even realizing it. There should be some fucking indication. Either put some indication where the map limit is, because it's easy for you to stray off course, or if you can't put an indication, make the map limit area a little bit bigger, because I just don't feel like dying over and over again because I fucking crossed the map area with a jet, and I have no time to go back, and now I have to die. It's fucking bullshit. And you know, the game punishes me for it, then in the kill score I get more of this. But how the fuck is it my fault? The map is so fucking small. I want to make a turn somewhere and I make the wrong turn, and boom, I get automatically killed by the fucking game. It's fucking annoying. What else did I want to talk about? I don't know. I was really concentrated at the beginning and playing with attack helicopters, but it's very annoying how they can just shoot you from a jet, and there's nothing that you can do to answer back. Now, I've actually realized in the later levels that you can there's an actually anti-aircraft system aboard the attack helicopters, I think, but you have to be on a much higher level to be able to unlock that, and you have to upgrade some of the previous upgrades in order a certain amount of times in order to be able to actually do that. Until you're able to actually unlock that specific upgrade for anti-aircraft missiles from the attack helicopter. So, yeah. It's just a shame that this game is so much connected with money. I mean, it's an awesome game, but if they just didn't want you to have money for everything you buy in the game, it would be so much better. It's fucking bullshit paying money for everything you fucking get in this game. You know, players, I'm gonna repeat myself, I'm sorry, but players that buy like weapons, they give money for the game, they can buy better weapons, they can buy better armor, they can buy more skill points, they can have so much things which you don't have. It's fucking unfair. It's simply unfair. And here's another perfect example why I accidentally left the fucking border somewhere without knowing it, and I'm trying to go back, but I can't because there's not enough time. And here's me and another dude in the game which I was playing, which we're both waiting for the jet to spawn in, because, you know, that's how it usually is most of the time. And the lucky guy gets the jet, and the unlucky guy, you know, bites the dust, fortunately. Why not make a whole nother class? I know that a lot of you are going to be unhappy because this isn't the traditional Battlefield element, but there should be a whole another class for be able to flying a jet, like a pilot, or yeah, you shouldn't be able, like every single soldier on the battlefield will be able to fly a jet after you see reaches certain experience and skill points. Now it's cool that actually at least have to have some skill to fly the jet, but it's uncool because it's just unrealistic. Imagine if every soldier was able to just mount a jet fighter and just disappear. You know, who would be doing all the infantry work? I just think it should be like I think Battlefield 2, if I'm not mistaken, had this, although I could be wrong. You have to actually in Battlefield 2, as far as I remember, you have to be born a pilot class to fly like helicopters and planes. You know, it's just not realistic having every soldier on the field being able to just mount anything. And you know, they all just sit there and wait for a jet to spawn in. I remember getting killed from that guy. I never saw him coming, so I was like, ah, you're a ninja. Ah, whatever. Another thing which I mentioned in my previous video before, it's pretty fucking stupid why you have to invest skill points into having grenades. Here's a better fucking idea, why don't you actually buy the grenades? Or, here's an even better idea, why don't you just give me the grenades for free? What the fuck do grenades have to do with fucking skill points? Which is the idiot that decided that grenades should be somehow connected with skill points? And you're supposed to invest skill points into the fucking throwing grenades. The thing is that experience in the early levels, it's very easy to attain levels and skill points. In the later levels, it becomes very difficult to attain skill points. Simply because you have to play this game a lot to be able to have enough skill points for everything, you know? It takes a lot of time and dedication to be able to level up your character and get the... And skill points are very scarce. And wasting it on fucking just to be able to have fucking grenades sometimes it can be very unfair. I'd much rather just have the item naturally than, you know, having to actually put points just to be able to use grenades. It's fucking stupid. So that's basically it, and put in a few words. If you're lucky enough, you'll be spawned in a server where you have good teammates, and they listen to you and they act as a team. And if you're unlucky, you will be spawned with a bunch of douchebags, which will not listen to you, will not help you out, and you'll just get pissed off. So, but you know, that at least that depends on the people. That doesn't depend that much on the game. I think other games also have this, so I don't consider this to be a fault of the game. It's just that it's one of those things about playing online. You never know who you're going to play with. Another thing which I just remembered, it's a good thing too because I wanted to talk about it. It's a pretty cool thing how you can actually eject from the a helicopter and the plane, but it's pretty fucking stupid how, for example, if you eject out of a helicopter that was just destroyed, it wasn't destroyed, it was sitting on actually 20 or 30 hit points. You eject and you open the parachute, and for some stupid reason you eject upwards from the helicopter. You don't eject downwards or on the side, you eject upwards. So what happens is, as you're going down, the propeller disables the parachute, and when that happens, you're standing, how should I explain, right next to the falling helicopter, and it explodes and it kills you. And it comes out in the scoreboard as a suicide, even though it clearly wasn't a suicide. It's just annoying how... I hope you can understand what I'm trying to say. It eject in... you press the eject button, you know, well, it's not actually an eject button, it's an E. It's a standard get out the vehicle button, and the game actually shoots you upwards from the craft. But then the problem is that you go down, and in that moment the vehicle explodes and it kills you. Just wouldn't it be a little better if you could just eject from another direction rather than up? That's what I'm trying to say. Hello again, this is part 3 of my commentary. What I was trying to explain earlier on was is when you eject from a helicopter, any helicopter, regardless if it's a attack helicopter or a transport helicopter, what happens is usually you go upward and the parachute tangles inside the propeller, and the game disables the parachute as a result, and you come closer with the vehicle. The vehicle explodes because it's fired upon and you die. I think it would have been better if you jacked, I don't know, still upward but in a different kind of direction. I don't believe that they real helicopter pilots eject like only 2 feet upward and then they start falling down. It doesn't make any sense. I think they eject much further away from the vehicle, and that makes a difference, because if the vehicle explodes after you eject, you won't die. You will be at least alive. If not other things, at least you will keep your life. The other thing which I wanted to talk about, sometimes the game also has these little bizarre things where you're standing from it with an and okay, I really hate it when this happens. I get confused while talking. You're standing on a bridge with an APC, and you press E to jump out, and you jump out and you fall off the bridge. It's really bizarre. It's just stupid game mechanics. No real, obviously, no, a real driver, I don't know how you call these, I think they're drivers, wouldn't just, open the APC and then fall out the bridge. It's fucking retarded. They will step on the bridge. If there's nothing in the way, then make them, exit the vehicle from the other direction. It's pretty stupid how he just fall off the bridge directly. He walks out the APC and walks and falls to the water. And then he tries to go back, which happened to me, but then somebody steals your APC. And yeah, I guess even more annoying. And one of the final things which I'd like to talk about the game, which really drive me insane, is the fact that whenever you're flying a helicopter or an aircraft, as soon as you fly over your own airfield, it get fucking heels in the middle of the air. What? That is the stupidest shit I've seen in my entire life. How can a damaged jet get repaired flying through his own airfield in the middle of the air? What kind of a fucking retard came up with that idea? I forget cases where I've shot jets 2 or 3 times with rockets, with missiles coming from another jet. This was me chasing another jet with my own jet and shooting it with a missile 3 times. He goes back to his own airfield, he heals up. I follow him trying to shoot him because I'm so fucking pissed off at the moment. I'm fucking insane. I mean, what the fuck isn't this asshole dead? I fucking shot him 3 fucking times with fucking missiles. He should have been fucking dead. But he isn't. Because I don't know why I'm playing this stupid game. And he just flies over his own airfield. I get killed because I leave the map, border area. And he refuels and he continues on fighting and making kills. What kind of shit is that? How can you repair a flying vehicle flying over your own fucking airfield? That is the stupidest shit I've seen in my entire life. I've never seen anything that's so fucking stupid. The guys that came up with this are complete fucking retards. Complete idiots. You cannot repair a plane in the middle of the air. This is absolutely gamers bullshit. This is something that has nothing to do with reality. And it has everything to do with being fucking cheap and stupid. What kind of stupid shit is that? How can a plane get fucking repaired in the middle of the air? It fucking drives me insane how people can come up with such stupid shit. And you think programmers would be smart people, but no. Sometimes they just blow my mind with the stupid things they do in games. And this is actually the final part of my commentary up until today, which I've noticed things about the game and stuff. I don't know what else to say, to be honest. So yeah, I think I'll either edit this part out or whatever. Yeah, hope you enjoyed. Share your opinions on that.
Мы потеряли бункер. Нас вывели с позиции.
Боеприпасы на исходе!
Missile on the move. Over. Position cleared and under control. Position cleared and under control.